Oh, hello there, friends. Welcome back. Hey, what up? It's me, your boy, Wooly7. That's right, yeah. Welcome to a nice chat about our German friend, the medic, today. We're gonna go hop onto a pub. This is gonna be a bit weird. I actually don't know how this commentary is gonna go, or what I'm going to do, considering, you know, you're meant to heal people, and I'm playing this alone. So, yeah, but we'll see how this goes, but hopefully we should get a nice, good bit of fun out of it. Isn't that right, young doggo? Ooh, yes. Well, hello there. Welcome back. How are you all doing today? We're having a nice medic, as I said. We are going to be running around with what is essentially the stock medic loadout at this point. You know, it's not literally the stock loadout, but this is by far the best medic loadout for most scenarios. Like, every game mode, every pub, Highlander, sixes, mostly, you know, that's allowed. You know, excluding the whole quick fix scenario in sixes. But anyway, yeah. Crossbow, uber saw, medigun. You've all seen it before. Oh, that would have been pretty good. You all know what's good about it. But perhaps you don't, so let's very quickly, briefly run over it. I don't want to go too into depth, because, I mean, it's the medic loadout. This is what everyone uses. But anyway, yeah, the crossbow is by far the medic's best, I'd say best weapon in general, but best primary at least. The fact that medic originally was balanced around having to be near people to heal them, you know, the medigun's got range to it, but it's not that long, like it's about, what, here? Yeah, that's not that long, really. Like, the whole point of medic is that you're meant to be kind of in danger while you're healing people, and the crossbow completely circumvents that in a weapon that also does loads of damage at max range. I think it's like 60 to 70 damage, I actually kind of forget, but yeah. I actually used to love playing a lot of medic when I started playing the game. I used to actually main this class when I when I first started playing TF2 in 2011. You're a spy, aren't you? Maybe not. I googled to see, like, what was the best class to play, because it was my first proper first-person shooter. I didn't want to be, like, a pain to anyone, so I googled, like, what's the... Oh, that's definitely a spy. I googled, you know, what are the nice classes to play? What do people appreciate you playing? And everyone was like, oh yeah, play medic. You know, you'll learn off of good people, and you'll have fun healing, and you don't have to worry about deathmatch or anything. Obviously, you know, like everyone, I used to play on, like, a crappy little laptop, and did for most of my years. So medic ran fine. I could play him on, like, a trackpad. I could run around, and at the time, TF2 was full of community servers. So I used to play a lot on the No Heroes servers. I used to have a lot of fun. Do you want an Uber? Give us demo, man. Go nuts. Go wild. Go kill some boys. I used to love playing on the No Heroes servers they used to have in the UK. They played Payload Race and some other shit. I think there was another just generic, like, Dust Bowl one. Yeah, Dust Bowl. And I used to love it. Like, I learned there were some really, really good players at the time, I thought, on Soldier. And I used to just follow them around and pocket them. And eventually I learned, like, the basics of TF2, basically just through playing Medic. Like, I didn't just pick up Spy or Pyro immediately and just start going around DMing everything. I was, like, watching all of these, like, really, really good players. And guessing what their decisions were and learning from them. Like, you know, they taught me stuff like how you could always pick your battles. You shouldn't just go and rush at people madly. You know, you should pay attention to your limited resources. You know, if you're playing Pyro, don't just randomly air blast everything. Pay attention to your ammo count. That kind of thing. The kind of things that seem obvious once you played the game for a while, but, like, as a new player, especially a new player, are you a spy? I'm an idiot. I just healed a spy. Who uses the heavy disguise as well? But yeah, as, like, my first proper first-person shooter, I think it was some pretty good little tips that I picked up. And I was able to pick up just because the class I was playing enabled me to learn while being helpful to my team. And as a result, I think one of the first ranges I got was this medigun. I've still got quite a few Ubers on it, but, you know, maybe not as many as a proper medic main, but I used to also have a strange Kritzkrieg that I got to Hail Zone. But yeah, I used to love this class. I used to play, even once I started moving on to other classes like Pyro and Spy, I still liked playing medic a lot in medieval mode. Europe used to have a really good no-crits to group keep server. I think it was run by WantedGov. And I used to play a lot of Battle Medic. I've got a crap load of kills on my crossbow, and I used to have loads and loads on my old Amputator before I sold it. I just used to really, really like the crossbow. I think it's one of the most fun weapons in the game. Balance-wise, it's very, very interesting, I'd say. Kind of breaks the Medic a little bit, quite a lot. I'm going to Uber you again. You had a lot of fun last time. Do you want to go, Demo Man? He trusts us. But, like, in terms of just having the ability to aim as a medic and having, like, a really cool rocket-esque projectile that can, like, 2-3 shot players and takes skill to aim, and it's just really, really fun. There is no feeling quite like having your soldier jump at you mid-air on, like, 2 HP, and you go, poof, he takes the arrow and survives, and you have a great time. Never mind, we left our team there. So, yeah. That was just a little introduction to kind of me in the world of medic. I'd still like this class. I don't play him as often just because a lot of the time I'm playing TF2 for a couple of hours and I just want to kind of chill and DM stuff. But I do sometimes like just Ubering my friends and just seeing what they do. Well, this is new. Would you like to balance the teams? You will get double experience points. That's pretty cool. I mean, the team's got 30 seconds left, so we don't really have time to build an Uber, so this is a bit late, but had that come up earlier, I'd have done it, but yeah, anyway. One of my favourite things still to do on Medic is to build an Uber in pre-game, because it's so fast. There's, you know, it's just a bit of fun. And then just as we exit spawn, just Uber a random player and just see what they do. Like, some people lose their shit. I do this especially when I'm Ubered, but like, I don't expect to get Ubered. So when I do, even if I'm playing like Sniper or NG or something stupid, and I get Ubered, I just poo myself and I don't know what to do. I love doing that to other players. We're going to move on to another map here and see if we can do that. But I think it's just a little bit of fun. See if like you Uber an engineer out of the gate. See if he like tries to DM everything or if he just stares at you thinking you're a madman. Alright then, hello, here we are on Mountain Lab. One of my actual favourite maps. I always forget about it, but I genuinely love this map. There was also a Mountain Lab Skyle server I used to like playing on a lot, but anyway, yeah. We're gonna Uber this Pyro because I was crouching and staring at him in spawn and he was wiggling his screen, and that made me happy. If you want me to Uber you out of spawn, just do that, all that. Do you want an Uber? He wants an Uber. He's a good boy. I don't like how angry you look when you get the Uber. What's up with that? Alright, I've decided I'm going to Uber this Pyro. We've been talking to each other using no words for the past, like, 20 seconds. Just go, man. Don't even... He wasn't sure if I was going, oh, well, I'm off to zoom elsewhere. No worries. Hey, sniper friend. Ooh. How's it going, friend? Hey. So, yeah, this is another point about why I really like Medic. You essentially have, like... You can permanently Uber yourself if you just get Uber saws and pull out your medigun. Quite a fun little thing to do, but... The crossbow, look at this! Look at this shit right here! Took out the sentry as a medic. Wait, can we also get medigun for this boy? Yeah. Took out the sentry as a medic, and just built 100% Uber by killing a bonk scout, and proceeded to kill the bonk scout. Isn't that cool? That's just... I really like this loadout. This whole loadout. I never switch off of it. Like, some of crits, obviously, and change medigun, but like... The Uber saw and the other boy in blue, the crossbow, are just too good. Like, the fact that you can just build Uber off of just an enemy player like an idiot. Look at this, and you just shoot yourself. Come on, don't do it. No, he's trying his best. I wanted to get him to blow himself up on us, but he didn't do it. Stop this immediately. But yeah, there's just the combination of the ability to build Uber really quickly, the ability to do loads of damage at range, despite the fact you're playing medic and not, you know, necessarily a damage class. And, you know, run away, because the medigun gives you invulnerability. It's just everything's so good about it. Like, I don't care if there's a pyro flaring me. I can do 60 to him. His flares do 90 once he set me on fire. The first one does like 20. And it fires faster, and it shoots faster. This weapon is insane. And I really like it. And it's kind of broken. Like, if you don't play much competitive, you might not have heard the complaints about the crossbow. But, there's been a lot of worry over the years that it's kind of broken. 6 is a little bit, like... People either really like... Most people like the crossbow. Like, as in to use it, it's quite fun to aim, and it makes medic fun to play. So the issue is that, like, maybe banning the crossbow, because it's quite strong, might help 6s, kinda. But it would just make medic really boring to play, and the whole point of the video game is to have fun, and we need more medic mains, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, if you weren't aware, medic in 6s is quite a brainy class. He has to do much thinking. Much more thinking than you might expect for, like, a scout to do, for example. You have to, you know, track Ubers, you have to track damage, you have to track healing, all these kinds of things. And then you can push off of that, or base your demo man's calling of pushing off of that, or whatever you want to do. And the crossbow kind of breaks medic a little bit, because he heals... And used to build Uber much faster. They fixed that in the last update, I think. But yeah, you used to be able to build Uber. It's normally around, what, like 40 seconds to build an Uber? You used to be able to build it in like 20 seconds, I think, if you managed to get crossbow heals. Which is insane. Like, you could have a soldier stand across the map and shoot himself. And at that range, you'd get additional Uber by healing him. Just because he's at a distance. And it meant that you could build Uber in about half the time expected. So it meant that, you know, like... Counting Ubers was kind of weird because it was a bit more finicky. Normally you'd look at the clock and say, okay, in about 40 seconds you'll probably have an Uber. Let's assume like 30 because you might be building. But because of the crossbow, you could sometimes just get a burst, like 5-10% Uber that would suddenly give you the charge and let you go on. And that's like, yeah, it's quite very, very, very strong as is. But the other thing is that burst healing is really powerful. The medigun is not a burst weapon. I click on these boys and they take slow healing. There's the mechanic called crit healing, which hopefully most of you have heard about at this point, but very, very briefly. You see how this man's HP here? Watch how he zoom. He goes zoom very fast. That's because he hasn't taken damage in the last X number of seconds. I don't know the X number of seconds max, but basically, if I scattergun shot this Salt Pyro for 3 damage, 100 damage, doesn't matter. If I set him on fire for 1 damage, 100 damage, doesn't matter. He's just taken damage, so he heals at normal rate. That's in a normal kind of slow rate you normally see in TF2. If he goes and hides behind a wall for like 10 seconds, I can go up to him and say, hey there, hey heavy on 300 HP, you want zoom? Insta-zoom 450 HP in no time at all. That's the crit heal mechanic. It's very nice. There's many more better videos about it. I'm sure Slyn had one. Mr. Slyn. We love Mr. Slyn. But basically, medic's not meant to be burst healing. And the burst healing medic does have is based off of them not taking damage for a while and, you know, hiding a bit. I.e., enticing you to stay out of the battle and then re-push. The crossbow, however, to my knowledge, doesn't have crit heals, I'm pretty sure. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm fairly certain it doesn't have crit heals. If I crossbow that heavy, it doesn't matter when he last took damage, what's going on or anything, he always gets healed. This heavy here, I can also do this, but yeah. They'll always get healed for the same amount. So it means a medic and a demo and everyone, they can just push a choke really aggressively all of a sudden, try to do a bunch of damage and get a kill, and then escape scot-free. Ordinarily, that team will have just lost the choke because their entire team's taken loads of damage, the other team hasn't, so the other team can push on with damage advantage. However, in a realistic setting, that medic will just crossbow his team back up for like 50 to 100 instantly. They'll all be at pretty much max HP. You can have an Uber Spy. They'll all be pretty much at max HP and not be able to be pushed. So the crossbow kind of slows down the game a little bit in that regard. It might let you push chokes a bit faster, but it also slows down the choke pushing in a second regard. What are you doing there, Taco? But yeah, I like it. I'm gone on enough about the crossbow just now, but yeah, it's kind of controversial, and if you were unaware, it used to be kind of not game-breaking, but it used to break a lot of the flow of the game. Like, medic it's built to speed up the game and kind of slow him down a little bit. On offense, the whole point of Uber Charge is to allow you to push, like Sentry Nest or another team without having to worry about anything. You wait, you build an Uber, and your team's able to push and have a great time. On the other hand, it also allows you to hold for a really long time, but Uber on offense in general is a lot more powerful than on defense, On offense, you may only need to Uber one guy to kill their whole team. On defense, your whole team can't get an Uber. And by the way, you can just do that and escape to freedom and play Spy Medic. If you haven't played Spy Medic, it involves, like, running around an Uber sawing random snipers. Look, Paru, there's a boy. Shoot the boy. Ah. Quite a fun little thing I like to do. It's not obviously a viable thing to do, and if you're playing competitive Medic, I would not recommend running around on the flank and killing people. But I like doing it in pubs. That heavy over there in the window, by the way, watch him just take, like, 70 damage. I think you can, like, I haven't really done the maths. I'm assuming you can, like, 4 or 5 shot heavies at that range. I will very briefly discuss the viability of weapons. So as I've said, like, the crossbow's the best primary. I genuinely think that, and I think most people will probably agree with me, that the ability to do loads of damage, burst heal, previously build Uber, but mostly like the burst healing aspect, just makes it by far the best medigun. The fact that you can just completely almost break Medic's game style of he's not meant to have an offensive weapon. The whole point of needles is that people run into them and takes loads of damage. It's not meant to be used offensively like a flamethrower that it's kind of designed to be like. The crossbow, however, allows you to like two-shot snipers at range with a projectile, which I'm fine with. I think it's kind of funny when, like, snipers get out-sniped by medics, because I feel like, that medic's earned it. He's probably been sniped by that sniper 100 times, and he wants to get that frag. But anyway, it's a bit of a shame that the crossbow's so good, because it means there's literally no reason other than, like, to have fun to use any other weapon. Even if you can't aim crossbows, your team can counteract that, because they want to be shot. They can just stand still and then not die. And they can get their heals, and they can have a great time. It doesn't matter if you can't aim. So, like, there's, like, God, my words are escaping me how good this weapon is. But basically, if you don't use the crossbow, your team's at a disadvantage the entire time. If I'm playing Soldier in 6s, I expect to be able to run like an idiot, and then suddenly get, like, a burst 100 heal across the map. Like, I expect that. If I'm playing in any pub, and I'm on, like, 20 health, and my friend's playing Medic, I want him to be able to arrow me across the map. You're a spy, aren't you? Or are you just, the pyro just doesn't like you? No worries. So, I don't know, it's a bit weird, because, like, I love viability in the game. I like having variety and fun other weapons to use. And I don't really like it when just one weapon dominates, like, the player base. Like, Spy, for example, previous to the last update, literally every weapon he had except for the Enforcer was viable, I think. And even then, the Enforcer was not, it was bad, but it wasn't, like, useless. It wasn't, like, the sun on a stick. The Enforcer still was basically just a revolver. Go run at them, have fun. Protec. Medic, however, like, there's almost no reason to use, like, the Overdose, or the Blut Saga, or the Syringe Gun, That's about it, really, actually, on the crossbow side, but, like, it's a bit of a shame. And everyone's like, oh, you know, you can fix that really easily by just making it so, for example, all the syringe guns heal your teammates. But the thing is, it would be so difficult to balance that, in that, like, the medigun already does that. The medigun doesn't use ammo, but it does very slow build-up healing, which is what the syringe guns would do. So having an alternative to the crossbow that was just the syringe gun, it doesn't make any sense. You know, if having the syringe gun heal people would be fun, and it would be fine. I don't think it would break medic at all. But there wouldn't be any reason still not to use the crossbow. The buff of the crossbow is that it's a burst heal. I see my friend rocket jumping at me on 2 HP, and I can burst heal him for like 50, and he won't die. If I had to track him with a syringe gun, he'd probably die. He needs that half a second to get to max HP. There's a bit of a downside, by the way, very briefly. If you're right inside of your teammate, or you're like within a foot of him, the arrow goes through him. And it's really annoying, because you want to heal the guy in front of you, because he's close to you and he's easy to heal, but instead you have to step back a bit. It's a bit annoying. That's about the range you really should be crossbowing at. You have to forgive me, like, my crossbow aim's alright on enemies, but when it comes to teammates, I'm actually trash. And I don't know why that could be. Like, I'm fine with aiming at the pyro running at my face. When it comes to the dummy man who's about to die, I just don't know what to do. Also, look here. Great example of the crossbow. That spy's at max HP. I don't have to focus anything on him. I can now heal that sniper and move on. If there was a syringe gun, I'd have to hold down on him. He's moving. He thought I was going to hit the crossbow. He trusted me. I'm sorry. It allows you to just heal and forget about it. The medigun, you can't heal and forget about it. You have to know that you're healing that pyro, and the heavy's not getting any heals. Now, the pyro's not getting any heals. Crossbow just breaks that. And that's pretty much what the whole video's been about so far, so I will stop and just run down here quickly and just run at the pyro like an idiot. Try to bait him out, maybe. Scout, do you want an Uber? Go nuts. Yeah, I love doing this. There was nothing to Uber on, but, like, I'm getting Ubers so often and doing nothing with them. I just sometimes like to Uber, like, he's not maybe, you know, had many Ubers his whole life. Maybe it's a bit of fun just to have him, let him go around and have a bit of invulnerability. Like, it's a fun thing to do in general, I've spoken about it, but just, some players don't get a chance. Normally you'll Uber a good player, obviously, for obvious reasons. But, like, that means that a lot of people never get to experience being Ubered unless they only play heavy. So sometimes it's fun just to run up to, like, your, you know, gibbous scout and just give him an Uber, see what he does. Like, if your team isn't losing, obviously, and if that's going to lose you the game, don't do it. But if your team's holding safely like this, just run up to him and just give him a little Uber, see what he does. Maybe he'll have fun, maybe he'll discover a wonderful thing to do. Do you want an Uber there? Go nuts, Spy. Go nuts. He's gone nuts. He's the heavy shooting me and no one else. He sees the shiny dentist and he's like, my teeth, ouch. I went drinking on Thursday and now my teeth hurt. Ouch. Come here, heavy. Oh no, he's got random crits and I've got the crossbow, it doesn't matter. It's countered by fun. Come here, boy, jump me. I wish to get a cool crossbow air shot. That's not how you get a cool crossbow air shot, that's a flamethrower. Don't thank you me. He's like doing the poof, 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 the fly. You know, the jetpack, that's it. Come on, Spy, come up here. Come fight me. Maybe not. He's doing a great job, holy shit. Also, I'm hoping that I can heal him while he's going zoom, because if you don't remember, Medic didn't... I just bumped a Spy. Medic used to run at his own speed all the time unless you're using the quick fix, and then they buffed Medic as a whole to run at the speed of the guy you're healing. If you haven't played Medic in a while, this might surprise you, but if you heal a scout, you go mega zoom now. No longer just the quick fix. But that also applies to everything, I think, unless they changed it. Also, Demo Man shields, and it should be Big Earner Spies, who run at mega zoom speeds that are too fast for some to even comprehend. Oh, I hit the wrong boy there. I meant to heal my scout, but instead I hit a pyro with my crossbow. Yeah. Gotta stay away from pyros, though, like... It's such a small, weird thing, but they made it so the flamethrower makes healing worse if someone's on fire. It makes no sense to me, because it's not even that big of a deal. It's like 20% slower healing, but it does exist. And it also exists on self-heal as well, I'm pretty sure. So it basically means if you're on fire, your HP just stays the same. It's a bit weird. You used to, like, kind of heal a tiny bit through it, maybe, but... Now it's just weird. But also, like, if I want to heal that boy in blue, crossbow, bang, he's alive. Heal this boy here, crossbow, bang, he's got full HP already. Crossbow, I'm missing, it doesn't matter. Ignore what I just said. Wait. Boom, crossbow, yeah, I'm saved the day. He was on the dispenser anyway. Boom, go out in the battle. Don't wait on that dispenser, look. 80 HP, do you need 90 HP? Sure. Here's a beautiful 90 HP. Stop being on fire. So yeah, Pyro's afterburn makes it so you heal the other boy in blue slower. Why is there a sentry up there? Which is kind of annoying, but you can completely counteract that with the crossbow again. Kind of stay away from Pyros, they do just murder you, even if you're using the syringe gun. Old Pyro used to be able to just run backwards to the Bloot Saga and kill him, but new Pyro, if he can aim his flamethrower, will just murder you, and there's nothing you can do. And you can't even half the time get an Uber saw off of him, because he'll just kill you the moment you get into melee range. Oh dearie, let's not be in there. Yeah, stay out of little tiny hops. Medic's not a big fan of those. He likes glorious, vast ones where he can spread his legs and have a great time. So, like, if you see a teleporter like that, don't just sit in a hole. I see a lot of pub medics, as in pub medics, I mean as in new pub medics. I see a lot of them try to hide in really small spots and think it makes them, like, safe. Like, it's where they should be, is hiding in, like, the middle of nowhere. It shouldn't. You should be safe. You shouldn't be in the open because you'll die to snipers, but you should be safe and with loads of room to move around. If you ever watched, like, a proper game of sixes, you'll see what I mean. But a lot of medics like to hide away from sightlines, but in a way that they can escape easily if they have to. Like on Gully Wash, you know, they won't hide on top of the point. They'll hide just behind it, so if they need to, they can run around it and run away from bombers. But anyway, yeah, that was a really fun video. I had a really good time playing Medic today. But that is going to end it. I hope you did enjoy it. Do let me know. But yeah, we basically just talked about the crossbow for a bit and not Medic, but mostly talked about why I like Medic at the start, so that's perfectly fine. But anyway, yeah, hope you did enjoy it. Do let me know, but I will see you all next time. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.